So, continue with where I stopped. Now, there is one thing again that I think it is not necessary relating to this still lady in question. Must you now call that name Tony? Because if you look at it, there were no 2 or 3 people standing beside this Tony in question. Just one man, and the man is Tony. She could have said, sir, or she could have just said, thank you, I have a question. So, why mentioning the name Tony? Because even calling the name Tony is needless. You will see at times, some people just want to feel some sense of belonging. They have some complex problems. She just wanted to show that she could call that name. She wanted to prove to the world, or prove to her colleagues, that she understands the nitty-gritty of, or the ethics of that work, and that's why she was trying to prove a point. She didn't know that action would be like a center of attraction to the social media and to the entire world. So, you see, that is why I said that she has a major fault. She's believing to be civilized. She's believing to be civilized, and that's the core problem of her challenge. So, well, she had been corrected, fine, and I hope that that will sink into her. You see, so another point I want to make is the fact that, you see, leadership and culture is equally something that goes pari passu. Either it's in that civilized setup or in the local setup. Now, there is an adage in Yoruba that says that he who wants to hit with the adult must know how to wash hand. That means when you give honor to whom honor is due, there are a lot of advantages that will be accrued to you. Now, let me give you this example. I was a youth corps member some years ago, around that 2002, 2003, thereabout. I was posted to Ebonyi State, and in the village where I was posted for my PPA, I was supposed to meet the Igwe of that community. Now, when I got to the Igwe of that community, when I got to the palace, I was the only copper that was brought in. We were supposed to be 3, but the 2 other coppers did not report because the place was a village, core village. So I was the only one that reported. So when I got to the palace, I prostrated flat to the Igwe, and the Igwe saw it very strange. The Igwe stood up and said, "Copper, stand up, stand up, stand up. I'm not God. You don't have to. I said, no. I remained where I was. I said, no, sir. In my own kingdom, my culture as a man, I must lie down flat to greet a king of your status." He said, what? And then she greeted me. Eventually, by himself, he came to pull me up. And he greeted me and then said a lot of stuff. Then I left. The next time I was coming to greet him, I came in again, prostrated flat. And then the thing got into him. It got into him seriously. And he told me, "My copper, what do you need?" I said, Igwe, copper is broke. Copper needs money. He said, "What? You need money?" He went inside, brought community money, and gave me a lot of money. Gave me a lot of money. How much my allowance then was 7,500. I think he gave me like 10K. The guy was flabbergasted. Oh my God! It's just when I got home, I started laughing. But this, that's what culture could take. So he gave me that much, and then the next time he saw me, he said, "See, Copper, this village, I own all the girls. Any girl that you want, carry her." It's just for me to ask for. In fact, I'm sure that if I had asked for his kingdom, maybe he would have given the kingdom to me because of that singular action. You see, the way man is wired, the way man is designed by God, either you like it or not, man is expected to be esteemed. Man is expected to be esteemed. Is expected to be esteemed. So, if the man is pretending because of the environment, no, it may not be any harm, it may not see it, but you see that it will show in that action. See, I have staff that I am older than. I have staff that is older than me, far older than me. In fact, when he calls me, I say sir to him. And I even call him Baba. And then it doesn't mean that he doesn't respect me, he doesn't respect my wish. Any order I give, he follows it, You see, it is not in that position of calling people name that is when you establish authority. The leadership, the structure has already, given role to each person. There is a mandate. So it's not about age, it's about structure. So, and everybody will fall in line as far as that structure is concerned. So some people are so driven by position. They are so driven by this position to the extent that the culture of even having to care for people, having to respect people, they just throw it into the bin. I used to have a leader in church as well. He treats people anyhow. And then he didn't enjoy the best of support because there are a lot of people who are older than him. But he feels because he's the boss, he's the Alpha and the Omega. So you cannot be bigger than the set of people that you are leading. You may be the leader, but the group is bigger than you. If you don't dance to the tune of the group, then there will be frustration. You see. So this is why, even people like that kind of a lady, when she gets to the position of Tony Elumelu today, nobody will even dare to call her by that name. Nobody would dare. Such people, they have complex problems. They have. So they just feel that as long as I'm here, I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I know that such person will have ego problem. Ego problem is even the major thing that is happening to her. So I just hope that a lot of us will learn from him. So I've decided to share my own thoughts on it, because that's why I am an advocate of our own indigenous language. There is no way you speak the indigenous language where you will not be wholly and fully involved in the culture, because it's your first identity. When you speak Yoruba very well, the ethics of that culture will be propagated in due course. Everything will be highlighted and practicalized. So, thank you for listening to my own pride of opinion. So, I hope that you have learned one or two things. So have a lovely week.